Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. We're at the Laundromat. It's an exciting day because we installed a bunch of new machines, well, new to me machines. We're going to count quarters, see how the last week was, and talk about everything we did and what we still have to do as well, because we are not finished yet. But hopefully, this massively increases sales. All right, so we've never had so many out of order machines, but it's actually a good thing, sort of. So we have some stuff working. Hopefully the other stuff will be working here eventually, but we're not gonna have a good week collecting quarters, I don't think. I can't imagine there will be much money in these machines because it's been a mess in here. It's been open, but a lot of their machines have been down for a few days. We only had 3 of those stackable dryers in here. So it's been an exciting but also difficult week. We had to take that window out to get some of our big machines in. They're not quite in there yet. So we'll collect quarters, we'll see what's here. We'll talk about all the different things we did here. And of course we'll have some updates once it's all finished and done. And then we'll really see how much more money we make with these new machines. Now it might take some time. I don't expect the first week to just be, double the revenue or anything like that, because I think it'll take some time for people to get the word out, understand, hey, we've got way more stuff here and way more options for people. A few things, of course, that bug me like every job. We talked to our guys. You can see we got 3 stainless steel ones and 2 white ones, and they literally told me they're going to put the white ones next to these, so it kind of looked a little less random, because we have so much random stuff in here already. And ideally, we just redo this whole layout, but it'd be so expensive to redo all the power and drains and everything. But we've got a 60, a 50, then we got a 40, then another 50. The 50 has a smaller base, so it looks lower. So it's just, nothing's really symmetrical in here. We've got these hips right here. One's out of order. We're still working on that. These are all in working order now. We had a couple bad ones here, replaced them with good ones that we took from this row right here. You can see these now stick out a lot farther because we've got bigger machines. We're gonna build this out farther so it's not so ugly, and we have to for the drain as well. And that whole drain's gotta be pretty much rebuilt. So we've got the plumber to do that. And of course, nothing quite lines up perfectly, so we're waiting on a few people still. This is a 60 pounder that will go back there. So we'll have 2 60 pounders now. This is a 40 right here. We'll have 2 40s, 3 50s. So let me do this in symmetrical order, sorry. We'll have 2 80s, 2 60s, 3 50s, 2 40s, 6 basically 30s. These might be 27, but they're 3 loads. So none of them will be in order of where they should be, but we'll have them. Hopefully people can figure that out. And but it's exciting still. These bases are in. These still work, right? These are working. And then our 50 back here is still working. It's going to be very tight back here, but we've got our another 50 hidden back here. And so obviously this will be turned and pretty much go out to that blue line. But we've got to get the bases installed. And these are actually going to be some of the easier ones for power and plumbing because we've got the drain trough here. And our only worry is that there's going to be so much water coming out of these big ones that it might overflow it. I'm going to get a new drain cover that's not flat because that one clogs up sometimes. And hopefully that helps. So we'll see. But at least we made a bunch of progress. And at some point, I'll talk about the return on investment. The guy I bought these from has a couple of laundromats. I think he wanted to start a 3rd one, never found the right space, so he had a bunch of machines just sitting around. Eventually he decided to sell them. And I got a good deal, but he didn't want me to disclose how much I paid for everything. So before, I had bought 12 of these Horizons, which I learned really aren't worth that much in the grand scheme of things. The 60 pounder, I think 2 50s, a 40 pounder, and then, 8 of these stackable 30 pound dryers from a defunct laundromat. And then I got 8 top loaders, which aren't really worth anything either. I paid $20,000 for all of that. So that was a decent deal. I thought it was a smoking deal, but when I realized these really aren't, you can buy these for like $700 refurbished. So it was a good deal, but I think I got a better deal because I got the bigger machines this time, and those are so expensive. And I actually thought they were all Speed Queens, the hips, which is fine. And you can see they had credit card system set up before. So we need to take that off or figure out a credit card system, which would be a whole nother beast on its own. But I'm curious because I don't know what the prices are on these, how much they were priced at. So that'd be interesting to know. We can check these. We have these 2 dryer sets working. But my guy who installed this stuff, I was hoping it could look a little better than that. But anyway, said these dryers kept running, so I want to test them because a lot of them are set to keep running after your time expires for a couple minutes to cool down. So I want to see if that's the case or if it's something else. We have coin boxes from all our other machines that we can put in here too. So overall, this is getting done today or Monday? The window, I can't remember. We had to take out metal braces as well as the glass, so that couldn't be done right away. But overall, pretty exciting. I'm hoping this will add at least $500 a week. That's the minimum, but I'm thinking we could do more. And basically, I figured it'll pay for itself in a year if we had $700 a week in revenue with all these machines. Plus, it adds value to the business as well. But we'll probably do another video on that separately. Now we need to collect money, see what we have, and go from there. The first thing we're going to do is check our change machine. I did fill this up twice this week, once on Monday, once on Wednesday, so I don't expect it to be too empty, especially with the mess we've had going on. Yeah, it's not, but we should have an okay amount. Well, not that much cash. Again, this is a tricky week. We're probably going to have a pretty down week as far as money goes, just because it's been so crazy here. And hopefully we didn't chase our customers away and they found a better place to go, because that would be impossible. There's no better place to go. So yeah, that's definitely lighter than we normally have. We had 935 over the weekend, which was fine. So we'll see what's in the machines and count that up. All right, we'll start with this guy, see what we've got here. That's pretty full. Of course, a lot of that could have come on the weekend before we did all this. That's not bad. Of course, these aren't working yet. We still do have coin boxes in those right there. We took money out of the Horizons that were here before. Well, my guys working on this did, and they kind of mixed them up with some of the dryer money, so that's going to be tricky to figure that out. So this week's going to be real weird. Oh, wow! That's really full. Probably because our other ones weren't working all the time. Okay. That's not bad. There we go. I am still working on buying some more. Ooh. That's a different coin box. Oh. I don't need to open that. That's one of the new ones. So I would just drill out these coin boxes, but the guy I bought them from said he wants them back and forgot to give me keys or take them. So he's supposed to come up here and get those hopefully soon. So yeah, so that was basically just the weekend, because those were out of commission all week. I think I started talking about something I forgot, but I am in the process of trying to buy another business. We'll see what happens. I've been working on a few different things, some have seemed like they might work out, they're not worked out, and this one seems pretty promising, but it's a pretty big adventure too. I don't like to talk about things too much until they're more solid. Oh, not much in there. But I have had a couple things under contract that didn't work out recently. I didn't talk, oh, that one's, did they work on that? They're supposed to work on that one. Because this one was leaking and they're supposed to check it out. Doesn't look like they did. It's out of order still. But my members only channel does have more information on some of that stuff that I don't always want public. I share a lot of stuff, but there's still a few things that I don't share just because they'd be detrimental to my business. Mostly that's the only reason. All right, we'll see if these got more use. Yeah, that's a little more than normal because we've only got 5 of these white ones now. These hips are about the same. So we've basically got 10 of these. They're pretty much the same size as a top loader. So they're just kind of like a regular washer. Yeah, that's more than normal. But we're losing 5 of these, gaining more bigger machines. This one had the broken door, so we replaced that with one of the other ones. It had a good door, very simple. That's pretty full. So there's a decent amount in here. Not bad. I'm kind of surprised. And then there should be a little bit more in there because of the 5 washers we got rid of. Some of that was mixed in with the dryers that we got rid of. So we'll dump a little bit more in there and just randomly guess how much that is. And of course, we'll check the front washers here and the dryers too. And these may have more in them this week too, because we've had less machines. Well, no, they don't. This is what we already had in there from Monday. So I need to empty these twice. These aren't bad. I mean, they're about halfway full, but I feel last week they were a lot fuller. I mean, not a lot, but a little bit fuller. Yeah, that's not as full either. Okay. We'll count all this up, see what we've got. We'll check those dryers, because those dryers should be very, very full, since they've been used nonstop for a while. There we go. Okay, let's get this started. We're gonna do the front washer first. So we're hoping for 1,600 from those, but it might be less than that. We might get there. Hey, that wasn't bad. Now, we've had over 2,000 before, but considering the situation, I'm pretty happy with that. Now we're gonna dump the rest of the washers in here. 5,000 would be amazing. I'm not counting on hitting 5,000, but that would sure be nice. Wow, that's way better than I thought we do. Now that I think about it though, our weekend was working as usual last weekend. So it could be that we'll just be short next week because we won't have the weekend. Or the weekend will be down this weekend with a lot of our machines down. Okay, someone was coming in here. I don't think my Porsche key is going to open these. Hold on. Okay. No, someone just came in. I thought to do laundry. No, they came in to use the bathroom. And I feel like I've seen them before and they might work for the DMV. Like, do you guys not have a bathroom? What's going on? All right, so these are the brand new machines. Oh, do we not have the same? What coin boxes did we put in here? Okay. I'm going to have to talk to my guy because we're supposed to put in the same coin boxes that we have. And these did not have any in them before. So I don't know if these have been used or not. We'll work on that. Obviously these are not set up at all, and these should have quite a bit of money in them, but we'll see. Quite a bit. Someone came in for a little bit, so I did a little bit more voiceover, but I thought there would be more in these than there is. We'll still see how they do. I thought they'd just be packed full. Although, again, the weekend we are running normally, and most of our business comes in on the weekend. So there's still quite a bit of change from those machines from the weekend. Although we'll have to split them up and it won't be exact. But that's okay. We'll get as close as we can. Again, okay. Not bad, but not amazing. Let's see if I can find a key to those other ones. And then I did find the key for those, and people have been using them a little bit. Now, I have no idea what these are priced at. No clue. So we installed them, put coin boxes in them, and then we don't know what they're priced at. So my other ones are priced at 7 minutes per quarter. They were 8 when I first opened. That's still really cheap. Most places are way more expensive than I am, and we may lower those prices at some point. So I'm really curious to see what these are. I don't know. They've been sitting around for a while. They're in really good shape, way better shape than any of the stuff I have. So that's good to see. But I want to test and see what their price is. Oh, they're 7. That's so cheap. I wonder if these were sitting around for a long, long time and just hardly ever used, because nobody has 45s that cheap. So we'll have to reprogram those and change those later on. We'll see if I can remember how to do that. Okay, we'll see how much is in the dryers. I thought there would be more in those front ones. I think we had close to 2,000 last week. I don't think we'll come close to that this week. Get that out of there. This is the other dryer money. I split up the other bucket, some in the washers, some in the dryers. So I don't know if this is exact, but this is about what was in the other dryers we moved out. Wow, that's way more than I thought it would be too. That's not bad. I feel like I did something wrong. We'll check the soap machine too. Someone else came in and just used the bathroom, even though we have signs up saying for laundromat use only, and that was someone working for Allo. We're getting new fiber and internet options here soon. And I didn't say anything because I'm hoping we get Allo at this laundromat. I'm actually signed up for it. And we're supposed to get it as soon as it's installed. So, not the end of the world if that happens, but it's a little frustrating. And one of my cleaners texted me the other night saying someone just destroyed the bathroom and they were not happy about that. And I'm guessing it probably wasn't a customer because a customer probably wouldn't do that to the bathroom and just hang out there. So, we'll see. That was the soap machine, obviously. It seems a little lighter than normal for our vending machine. And we'll see what's in here. It doesn't seem as much as usual either. So we'll count those up and see what we've got. Here's our vending machine, which has a couple of dollar coins. Was that dollar? Maybe just one. Let's read the order. This feels a lot lighter than normal. Yeah, that's a lot less than we normally have. So, that's also quite a bit less. Oh, hold on. There we go. That's also a little low too. So we're gonna see if we can program these dryers and change their price just a little bit. Now, first off, hopefully I have a key for them. And I've got quite a few keys, and I didn't get any keys from the guy I bought these from. I probably could if I wanted to. I just have to ask him. But he lives, about an hour and a half away, so that's not easy. But look at that. We've got the right key. I just have to pull this out, which is easier said than done with one hand. But there we go. Come on. We can do it. Yep. So you have to pull that out before you can program it. So we'll program it and see if we can change these prices. And one thing I also want to check and see is, are these all 7 minutes? That one is. That one is. And I'm filming vertically because I do some of this on social media and for shorts and stuff, and I'm just being more efficient with my time and using one video for both. So hopefully you can see okay. But they're all at 7 minutes, which is crazy low. All right, so programming this, you have to take this out, and actually let me fast forward past the parts I messed up. Actually, I didn't mess up too badly, but you got to push those two buttons together, and it's different ones on different machines. So I don't have any instructions with me. I'm just pressing all the buttons until I get to that rapid, and then I hit one of these buttons. There we go. Changes the program. We want to get to program. There we go. Program. Hit start, and then I hit start again, which is not what I should have done. But that gives you coins, denominations, different things you can set there. So most of this stuff you just want to leave the same. Hopefully it's all set up right. And these machines do accept dollar coins, which is very interesting. And I wonder, boy, now that I think of that, I wonder if I have to set the dollar differently. Well, it should be the same, right? If it's 1 quarter for 5 minutes, we'll see. But anyway, I had to back this all up and try and figure out where I was because I was completely lost on what I was doing and where I was. So one of these buttons usually backs you up and gets you out of the program. Again, I just randomly press most buttons until I figure out where I'm going. And then, there we go. That one, yes. Okay, so now I can get into program again by hitting those buttons. This goes up to program, hit yes, then we go up on the menu again to get to cycle. That's what you want. There we go. Oh, yes, and we hit cycle 7 minutes, and then we can decrease that. I'm just going to decrease it to 5 minutes for now. I might lower it more later, but for right now, that's better than 7. 7 is so cheap. There we go. So now that should be programmed for 5 minutes, and hopefully the dollar is just automatically done too. And we hit that button to get out of there, and then we'll do that for all 4 machines, and then we will test them and see if we got them to work. All right, so let's test this out, see if it works. 5 minutes, it works, okay. Like I said, we might change that later. And I have no idea what the washers are priced at either. That'll be really interesting to see as well. Okay, here is our sales chart. We will do a full video on the whole moving machines in and all of that next week. I'm gonna wait till we're all done and finished and see if we have any more hiccups, and then we'll do that. So that'll be fun. We've got lots of footage of different things, and we got stuff in the building, so that was good. There were some big question marks there for a while on if we could get those 80-pound machines in there, and they're in there. And we had relatively few hiccups so far. I'm going to knock on wood right there because we're not done yet, but we'll see what happens. So now let's see how our sales did, because they actually did better than I thought we would. Now again, this next week might be a little lower because we don't have all our dryers going, we don't have all our washers going, and it's the weekend. And it looks gnarly in there. So once we get it looking better and everything working, then I think our sales will really increase. But we still, let's see how we turned out from this last week. That's where I started adding our cash that we collect every week. So I did get that number here as well, I'll share with you. You can see we had that really good September, and leveled out for a long time. Okay, 1842, which is just a little bit lower than last week. So that was really cool to see. Pretty good week, even with all the craziness. Like I said, from Monday through Thursday morning. No, actually Monday through like Thursday afternoon, there were 3 stackable dryers working that whole time. And a lot of the washers were down, so it was cool to see things do okay. And for the change machine, we brought in, what was it? 6 something total. Our total amount was 1576. We had 935 over the weekend. So definitely had a lot less cash coming in during the week. So maybe we just had a really good weekend. Who knows? Maybe our weekend was just awesome, and then things did really slow down during the week. Our washers were decent, dryers decent. Soap and vending was way down. So not like way down, but vending was about half and soap about 70%. Still don't have a plan for the pop machine yet. I'm focusing on other stuff for right now. Maybe we'll think about that a little later on after all this is done. So, like I said, we want this chart to go up significantly now to justify the investment we made for these. Now, we obviously did not buy new stuff. Had we bought new stuff, I probably would have spent, let me add up what I think we would have spent if I had new stuff. Boy, probably there. We got 5 stackable 45s. Probably would have spent close to 100,000, maybe a little bit less had we bought all of these brand new, but in that range. I'd say 80 to 100,000. Now the advantage of that is they come in, deliver them, install them for you, most likely at that price, and do all of this. You know, they might charge you extra if you have to change plumbing, electrical, things like that. But when you buy used, there's definitely some more costs. I had to have, hire a trailer that was large enough to handle the 10,000 pounds that we carried, because the 80-pound washer is 1,300 pounds, if you can believe that. And then had to hire a glass company to take out that glass. They're actually back there right now fixing it. Had to have my guys doing, helping. Had to hire get a forklift. My guys could run that. So there was a lot going on. And yeah, like I said, that video will be coming up here soon. So that's the week. Next week will be interesting. The week after that and the week after that will be really interesting to see how sales do.